Good evening, friends. And today on Candid Media, we have a very important story which connects the past, the present, and possibly the future. Today, we will be explaining in detail as to how SSR or Sushant Singh Rajput was trapped in this age old system or age old business which connects politicians, which connects Bollywood people, which connects cricket, which connects betting, which connects the drug business, right? And all this has been going on for years. We'll be looking into the past, the present, and what possibly could be the future. And friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit the like button because we do a lot of research and we bring only the facts which the mainstream media, even shy away from reporting, right? Because of obvious vested interest in them. Hi, Star. Hi, each and everyone who's tuning in live, as well as watching this video offline when you have the time. All your comments are very, very, valuable, and it helps us, get motivated to do deep research. Get into touch with contacts, who share their information, which is not, available in the public, and that's how we bring facts to you. So, good evening, Anandra. Good evening, Justice Warrior. Hi. So, would you like to say something?
Yeah, no, it's interesting uh, to hear what you'll say about the SSR case. So just go ahead with it. Yes.
Yeah, hi, Isha. Hi, Nina. So, for first, let's start with the quotation from today, and it is from the Bhagavad Gita, and it says, "One who has control over the mind is tranquil in heat and cold, in pleasure and pain, and in honor and dishonor, and is ever steadfast with the Supreme." So this is a very, very important quotation which applies even today, right? Because once you have control over your own mind, more than half the problems in the world will get solved. If you have the qualities of discipline, the qualities of patience, the qualities of willpower, the qualities of determination, right? If you train your mind the same way you train a horse, which is going for a horse race, more than half your problems will be, solved. So let's jump to, the story right away. Now, friends, you have seen, these images on the right-hand side where, you had Dawood Ibrahim being pictured with Bollywood, celebrities like Anil Kapoor watching the, cricket game, especially the India-Pakistan matches in cricket in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Also, you have, you can see all these images in which Dawood Ibrahim is seen talking over the phone of those days. And this is a very, very interesting picture. You can see Dawood Ibrahim sitting in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, right? And you can see, all these Bollywood people like Rajesh Khanna, and you have the Kapoor, and Anil Kapoor as well, right? And so this is a very big, picture which shows how closely, the underworld was, tied with Bollywood during the 90s, especially when cricket used to be, there was a lot of match fixing back then. So now recently, friends, Kapil Dev has come with a very big revelation, and the revelation is that the story about Dawood Ibrahim, Dawood Ibrahim entered the dressing room, and this is what Kapil Dev revealed. India was scheduled to play a match in Sharjah, and before the match, Dawood Ibrahim had entered the Indian cricket team's dressing room. Dawood Ibrahim had come to the dressing room with famous actor Mahmood, who had introduced the Don as a businessman. In the dressing room, Dawood Ibrahim made an offer to the players of Team India. He said, "If the Indian team wins tomorrow's final match, then all the players will get a Toyota Corolla car, each as a gift." All members of the Indian cricket team started looking at each other after hearing the offer. Meanwhile, Kapil Dev finished the press conference and reached the dressing room. The atmosphere changed as soon as he reached there. Kapil first said to Mahmood, Mahmood Saab, please come out of the dressing room. Then his eyes fell on Dawood Ibrahim, and looking at him, he said, "Who is this man? Get out." So Dawood Ibrahim, so this is quite interesting. Yeah, Dawood Ibrahim
So Dawood walked out. Huh?
walked out of the dressing room after couple's reply. No one could recognize Dawood in the dressing room except Vengsarkar. The incident is known as Sharjah dressing room scandal. So this is very interesting that Kapil Dev is coming with all these revelations that Dawood Ibrahim promised all the team players that if India wins tomorrow's final match, then all the players get a Toyota Corolla. So now let us now see the connection. As all of you know that the links of Bollywood with drugs and underworld has come, it has been obvious a fact since many years. And we have had cases of Bollywood stars and other small-time actors held in Dubai with drugs carrying or trafficking or whatever. In spite of stringent laws on this on UAE, these people get away. There may be few reported cases, but that comes to mind is one of Vijay Ras. He was caught and later he was came out of it scot-free. This was allegedly enabled by Dawood Ibrahim connection and his close association with Abdul Rahman Bukhatir from the Emir's family. What is salient is that there's such a big intervention could not happen for a small starlet like Vijay Ras. An intervention will happen only if Ras was actually a front for some big name or a courier for the D company. You may recall that the level of bonhomie Dawood had those days with Bukhatir, which was evident during the cricket matches, fixed or contested, as we don't know at that point of time, but as all of you know, it was quite obvious, held in the 90s. It is also well known that after 1993, the D company had shifted base to Dubai. Vijay Ras is not just one case. During those days, there were many reported cases. Most importantly, ISI, which is of Pakistan, is well known in the security and intelligence establishment. ISI is involved in drug trafficking and using the revenues to meet the demands of the Pakistani generals and also fostering its unholy activities in India. So it has been quoted a report of DIA in the book also that 15% of the funds of ISI used for subversive activities in India are coming from drug trafficking. Hence, the linkages between drug money, underworld, and Bollywood is well established. Bollywood is both used as a consumer and courier. The links of Bollywood with cricket stars, cricket bookies, and entire thing is a big web. Suraj Singh became a director and colleague on board of Dhoni Entertainment P Limited. That is one linkage of Bollywood producer with cricket. Besides, since the last decade, there have been few companies which have come to be established, which are the binding media for Bollywood cricket networking. These companies are manifestly established as brand management companies and talent promotion companies. Now, let us have two examples here. One is Kwan. We have discussed Kwan. We do not know what is the level of stakes in this company, but surely the revelations about one of the partner level employee of Kwan, as you remember, Jaya Saha, about being involved in administering drugs to SSR in one giveaway. We need to ask the question whether drug trafficking is getting corporatized. In the reply to the previous question, I had stopped short of concluding that money laundering getting corporatized just because it is to be established by investigation. But here, a senior functionary of the Kwan involved in administering drugs is a big giveaway about drug trafficking getting corporatized. Another brand promotion company is Cornerstone, which is founded by Bunty Sachdev. His sister Seema Sachdev was married to Sohail Khan, and now, as you know, that they got divorced. His clients, including big cricket stars like Virat Kohli. Further, his cousin and reportedly the first employee of Cornerstone is Ritika Sachdev, who is married to Rohit Sharma, as all of you know. So, to the pointed question, I have stated certain relationships which are known in public domain. Now, apparently, we have seen what happened in the case of Riya Chakravarti relationship with SSR. So, however, in doing so, the actress may have. So, also, friends, So you can see how it's all a very, very big chain which has been going on for years. That SSR got trapped in the system which has been going on for years, ever since the 90s, when Dawood Ibrahim was very, very active in Bollywood, and he was deciding who should be cast in which film. And also you can see the kind of power he had in match fixing in cricket as well. So he what gave him the right to enter the Indian cricket dressing room, as stated by Kapil Dev, right? So this is Javed Mian, the cricketer, as all of you know, and then you have SSR and Ria Chakravarti. So SSR got entangled, unfortunately, in the web, as all of you know, and as all of you know, the game of the outsiders. It's very difficult for outsiders to survive until and unless they get they listen to the rules set forth by the Bollywood whole ecosystem, which we have explained, right? So we all know that it ties to all sorts of businesses, be it drug business, or narcotics, and everything is connected to ISI, and many things. Hi, Suba. So now, one more thing is, friends, is that the family of SSR shared. Now we go back again. Now the ED, right? What did ED find in the SSR case, right? And apparently, ED, the family of the late actor, as we all know, SSR, shared a note by the ED in which Ria Chakravarti, her brother Shavik, SSR's photographer Deepesh Sawant, Ria's talent manager Jaya Saha, Simone Kambata, and Gaurav Arya are named. The document is titled Disclosure of Information in Case of Sushant Singh Rajput, 66 of PMLA, which is Prevention of Money Laundering Act. During the course of investigation under the provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, two mobile phones of Ria Chakravarti were cloned. The analysis of digital data of these phones has revealed several WhatsApp conversations of Ria Chakravarti with persons, namely Samuel Miranda, who is the house manager of SSR, Shavik, who is her brother, Dipesh Sawant, photographer of SSR, Jaya Saha, executive from Quan Talent Management Company, Simone Kambata, Gaurav Arya, etc. The analysis of the conversation between Samuel Miranda and Ria Chakravarti has revealed that these two persons were working in close coordination and were using funds of SSR for their own purpose. The conversation has further revealed that Ria Chakravarti has obtained details of the PIN of debit card of Sushant Singh Rajput from Samuel Miranda. The WhatsApp conversation was further revealed that RC was that is Ria was indulged in usage and procurement of narcotic substances, namely weed, CBD, illegally since 2017. Now, as all of you know, that all this NCB is not challenged the bail of Ria Chakravarti, and those are the latest developments, as all of you know. And nothing has come forth from the CBI's finding, as all of you know. Now, my question is, ED has published this report with regards to all this money laundering and everything, right? And the usage of his funds. Now, the question is, we come back to Mahadev app scam, where the ED is very active. The same ED, right? The same ED has found links with Saurabh Chandrakar, right, the owner of this app, and and the links with D Company, right? So Saurabh Chandrakar's company secured the sponsorship agreement with the IFFA 2022 awards with the assistance of D Company, and the funds for the sponsorship agreement were allegedly derived from earnings through betting profits. According to the registered FIR, the complainant Prakash, who is an RTI activist, alleges strong ties between Saurabh Chandrakar and D Company. It is claimed that Chandrakar has commercial relationships with Underworld Don Dawood's brother Mustaqim, involving illegal business dealings, terrorism, illicit trade of controlled substances, and unauthorized transactions for D Company. The allegations suggest that Mustaqim and Chandrakar wholeheartedly support each other. The close relations between two can be inferred from the fact that whenever Mustaqim arrives in Dubai from Pakistan, he engages in lengthy meetings with Chandrakar, right? The FIR, the FIR emphasizes the strong nexus between D Company and Chandrakar, placing Chandrakar's alleged role in terrorism, the illegal trade of controlled substances, and unauthorized transactions for D Company. In the FIR, the complainant also mentions that a Mumbai based associate of Saurabh, Amit Sharma, is a partner in Mustaqim's business. Allegedly, on Chandrakar's instructions, Amit Sharma became a business partner with Mustaqim in various businesses based in Dubai, including the betting business. Following Mustaqim's instructions, Amit Sharma funded significant amounts for various construction projects in Mira Road. Okay. During this app investigation, the ED discovered that Saurabh and Ravi Upal were collaborating with D Company to operate the Kelo Yar betting app in Pakistan. It was revealed that on instructions of Dawood Ibrahim, Chandrakar fronted Amit Sharma to form a partnership with Dawood Ibrahim's brother Mustaqim Ibrahim Kaskar to operate the app. The ED disclosed the partnership in 2021 amid the COVID pandemic. Additionally, it was revealed that Mustaqim oversees the betting business in Pakistan, providing protection and logistical support to Chandrakar's app. Now, according to complaint, Chandrakar possesses dozens of cryptocurrency and other digital currency wallets, along with thousands of Benami bank accounts, which have been used to conceal profits from substantial betting activities. Moreover, Chandrakar used these wallets and Benami bank accounts for illicit movement of funds for D Company involving illegal and drug related operations. So, friends, you can see how the system is working right now. Right now, you have cryptocurrency, and all these money, all these transactions are happening in cryptocurrency because it is very difficult to trace these transactions. Now, also they reportedly convert betting funds into cryptocurrency through USDT. So, all these are the latest findings from with regards to the Mahadev book app scam. So you can see how the dots connect from the betting, which is back in Sharjah, cricket matches in the 90s with Dawood Ibrahim's links with Bollywood people. Then the SSR case, how the ED found the links with talent management agencies with Riya Chakravarti. So this whole has been going on for a very, very long time. And I do hope that you get to understand how we have connected the dots, for you in a very, very simple manner. Yes. We all know about Bollywood and the illegal activities, but unfortunately, government and agencies are silent. Yes, Renu, but ED is very, very active in this Mahadev app scam, right? To the surprise of everyone. So why can't the ED, ask the CBI, right? What is the findings of the SSR case since it is connected? Bollywood influence is completely destroying our Sanatan Dharma in our youth. Yes, Smitaji. Yeah, what do you have to say about these findings?
See, ultimately, then if you go around with all these points, then that means IFA, the award night was the whole thing was Salman Khan's baby. So the connection with Salman Khan is also there. Allegedly.
Yeah, so we have to see, how it connects and why is the ED, how active the ED is in completion of the findings of the Mahadev app scam, right? And why is Riya Chakravarti being let loose, right? Let's not forget the fact that even after the findings by the ED, by the NCB did not challenge her bail. And still, she is being given opportunities, in all these shows, right? In the MTV Roadies show, and she's also given, some small roles in certain films. She was whitewashed by Rajdeep Sardesai, She was given, a whole time slot on India Today conclave. So, despite all the findings by these central agencies like ED and NCB, you can see how the whole system works. Yes, even after having all the proofs and very strong evidences, still the action is not being taken on any of these yet. So pathetic is our law and judiciary system.
Absolutely.
Yes, Smita, and this is the reason why judicial reforms are the need for the hour. ED will be active till they hit an influential person like SSR case, like Sajda. Yes, unfortunately, this is the case where highly powerful people, highly who have political connections with both the parties, they somehow go under the radar till they arrest and put behind bars. Uh, you know, I do understand. Hi, Vidya, welcome. So now you can get an idea, right, as to how these people work. And apparently, what is interesting is Dawood Ibrahim, even though he is not very active physically, his influence is still very, very strong, even in today's times, as we have seen with the case of Mahadev app scam links. Yes. Good evening, Vinny ji. Hi, Ashok ji. Hi, Prashant. So, coming to the next piece of news, friends, and Ankita Lokande is using, all her tricks and all, because she's using SSR's name to obviously get some mileage in terms of publicity for, her time in Big Boss 17. And as all of you know, that Salman Khan, is taking time off as a host from Big Boss. And guess who is, hosting? It is none other than Karan Johar. And apparently, Karan Johar, there was a promo in which, Karan Johar in a leaked promo show is seen losing his cool when Ankita Lokande called herself an emotional person. He also schooled Manara Chopra and called her a hypocrite for not standing by her close friend and co-contestant Munawar Faruqi. In the promo, we see Karan questioning Ankita. Do you take a step back because Munawar's priority is Manara right now? Responding to Karan's question, Ankita says, "My problem is that I'm an emotional person." And Karan stops her there and says, "I'm like this, I'm emotional. If I feel bad, I will say to your face, we have only heard you say this. It can't be seen in your actions." Karan then turns to Manara and says that she's desperately looking for validation for her friendships in Big Boss house. Now, all this drama which happens in Big Boss, right, it is all scripted, as we all know. And the reason why they take, controversial people is because they think that by, especially they take the name of SSR. And the reason why is they know that SSR is still, people are still fighting for justice for SSR, as we, especially us and many others on Twitter. So they know that that's the only thing which people care about, and people don't care about all these Bollywood films which is releasing now. Javed Miandar's daughter is Dawood's daughter-in-law. Yes, Purnaji, and the wedding happened in Dubai, the Grand Hyatt, right? Thank you both for talking about SSR even after 3.5 years. We will always talk about SSR until he gets justice, Renu. So it's very interesting to see, friends, that Salman Khan is the host of Big Boss 17. And how come Karan Johar is the only person to replace him, right? Why can't they choose a different host who we have not heard of? So you can see, right, money is being given to only people within the circle. It won't go outside the circle, right? So who is in the circle? It is people like Salman Khan, people like Karan Johar, people like
Ekta
Ekta.
Kapoor.
So you won't see anyone else replacing Salman Khan as the host of Big Boss. Yes. So coming to the next piece of news, and we have Kiladi Kumar, and apparently, as all of you know, that the 41 workers escaped miraculously, and it was very nice to see that. Now, apparently, Akshay Kumar has made headlines. He said he took to his social media handle and he expressed his joy and relief to celebrate the successful rescue of 41 workers. Now, apparently, Twitter, there were a lot of people who sort of said Akshay Kumar is getting ready for playing the role of this guy, Arnold Dix, right? And Akshay Kumar might play the role of Arnold Dix on in a possible Bollywood spin-off on the cave rescue operation.
Will he also have a small young girlfriend as well?
Yeah, so that's quite obvious that they will cast, Disha Patani in this film, and she may be trapped inside with the workers, and that's how the kind of ridiculous script that Bollywood will come up with, right? I wouldn't be surprised. They did the same with Mangalya. They did the same with all the great, Rajput kings, as we have seen. And unfortunately for them, none of the films are becoming hit, especially in the case of Kilari Kumar. Justice for SSR Disha, Jia, Janvi, yes, Samina. Welcome, Samina. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you live, and welcome to Candid Meena. So, friends, I do hope you got to see how we connected the dots between the past, present, and the future. So, in the future, we may see, how the things come out because Bollywood's business is running dry, right? And the money's they are not making any sort of money. And with Modi ji being possibly elected for the third time, right, next year, maybe, right, hopefully there'll be a crackdown on all these businesses by D company
Yeah,
and
see,
right.
one of the reasons why you say that is because Modi ji has asked for fast tracking of all the cases. So it's a good thing that at least we can see some cases coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, and not to forget the fact that ISI's business involves narco terrorism, and so obviously, Modi ji in the next term, I'm sure he will be trying to cut off that business route of the ISI, and in turn, everything will be affected, right? The whole of Bollywood and everything.
Yeah.
So let's see how this pans out within 1 or 2 years, which is the future, the near future, I might say. I'm from Karachi and now watching your channel, says Samina. Welcome.
Nice.
So, friends, as we all know that the elections, the polls are out, the results are going to be out soon, and let's see how, which party wins Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and all the other states,
Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh. Yes. So we'll, whatever the result is, from the looks of it, BJP looks to be winning, some states like Rajasthan from the exit polls, right? So this will be a good, trailer for what lies ahead in next year's election, which is coming up, the Lok Sabha election, and it's a good time, for Modi and the whole BJP party, by seeing the results of this election, to see, where they can sort of improve upon themselves, right? And they can feel the pulse of the people. But one thing is very, very important. Why is the SSR case, Disha Salian case, why is the BJP Maharashtra government very silent? Why is Devendra Fadnavis very silent on this? Why is Fadnavis's Devendra Fadnavis' wife posing with all these Khans and Bollywood people, right? What is the need for that? Why can't politicians and Bollywood be separate entities? Have you seen Joe Biden's wife take a selfie with any of the Hollywood celebrities? No. So why can't this be the same case in India? So, in what way is the Thackeray government different from, the current BJP Maharashtra government in that case? Yes, you have
So I
any
was just watching, yeah, I was watching the press launch of Animal, and looking at this Ranbir Kapoor and Rashmika, and of course there were the other people connected to PVR Cinema and all that on stage. Now, one thing I realized, and this is something I'm sure Alia Bhatt would have also realized, is that Ranveer surely has a eye for Rashmika, and the way he was treating her with kid gloves. Now he would, even before she could get down, he would hold her hand, and ask her to sit, and even prompt her to answer, thinking that she's a very shy girl. Actually, Ranbir Kapoor doesn't know that this woman is a very smart woman, who has learned how to, handle every situation. She's a very smart woman. So, but when she acts coy in front of the press, Ranbir Kapoor also got taken. His macho side came out, and he was, busy trying to, hold her, guide her, acting as though he was, his her sort of patronizing her. So, but she also enjoyed it to a large extent. And then Bobby Deol came in, and then so what you see is, if you look at the questions answered by these people, they're all so what you call wishy-washy, and nothing that they have to say has any substance. Either Ranbir Kapoor or Rashmika, they don't have anything to say, because as uh, we've always said before, the content is not there. When content is not there, what can they talk about? Rashmika will say, I'm so happy. They treated me so well in the sets. I was given this, I was given juice and musambi juice and nuts and coffee and all that. That's it. You know. So this boycott Bollywood is going to go on very, very strong. Yes, indeed, Savitri. Alia is going to give him a black eye when he comes back. That is for sure. You know, she's very cunning indeed. Yeah. Ushma, welcome, Ushma. We missed you a long time since you came back. Yeah,
Yeah, so welcome Savitri, welcome Pushma, welcome Wolf of the East Coast.
yeah. 6/12/2023, a big day to look at, says Ashok. Yes. And also, another thing that we will be talking about in the coming days is about why, poisonous snakes, are used in rave festivals. Is something that we'll be discussing. And there'll be some other very interesting topics we are exploring in the next few sessions. So it'll be interesting for you to join us. And for those who've not subscribed, please do subscribe, And yes, Sushma says, yes, ma'am, was busy. Yes, we always like to see you when you're online. Yeah. So these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in the coming sessions. So please tune in and always remain alert when we are online. So
So
Vikas
friends, with
says,
that, yeah, you must be quite
Vikas
aged
says
now.
he must be quiet. Yeah, exactly. And Sujata says, since we started boycotting Bollywood, they've started taking South Indian actors more. This is their tactics: boycott Bollywood, no matter which woods all join. Yes, absolutely. And Ushma says, always happy to connect with you both. And Vasudha says, I don't see any boycott trend for animal movies. Very shocking. Please boycott. No. We've already started doing that in Twitter. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking too much because I have a terrible cough. Yes, because even I tweeted that today. And please, Vasudha, don't believe the PR, what they say. Theaters are still empty and these people are not happy.
Vasudha,
Yes, yeah.
yeah, Salman Khan himself said, Tiger 3 has done so badly that it's because the tickets were priced cheaply. So he himself is admitting the film has done badly. What more proof do you need?
Yeah, so here Winnie says, according to critics, this movie is not fit for any age. Certain scenes just forced. Looks like there's too much of violence. How well you have said that, Winnie? Because Winnie, I just had a glimpse at some of the scenes in Apurva, OTT, which is on OTT. Now you can't believe the kind of filth and violence that they have shown in the beginning. It's so disgusting that you don't want to even move on to the next scene. So I don't know who they cater to. You know, though the movie is sort of they've taken it on a thrilling note, but it's terrible. You can't watch the language, the way they talk about sex, and it's terrible. SSR should actually be awarded with
Yes.
Paramveer Chakra for his act of bravery, as he was one of the soldiers in. I think he was the one and only leading soldier. Smita, absolutely well said. Yeah, thank you, Smita. So here, see, one thing you have to realize is that, see, without any censorship, OTT platforms are going over the top, you know, and it's something that the government has to take into account. Yeah, thank you. It's just that season, when when it moves into winter, that all these little ailments come. I just talk about movies like Tiger is a waste of time. Absolutely. So on this note, we end this session, and Puna says, "Yes, I remember, Jay." On this note, we end this session. Thank you, friends, for always joining us. Please support us. And this channel is growing only because of your support and your wonderful comments. And we would like to grow even larger so that the truth can reach everywhere instead of what the mainstream media is trying to say, which is, scripted news, suited to the advertisers. And also, Mandalink says, unless other types of entertainment develops in massive scale, boycott Bollywood may not. No, it's already successful, Mandalink. Don't think that people are fools. Public is very intelligent.
South Indian films are doing remarkably well as compared to Bollywood films. So what does that say? Isn't that proof enough?
Mary says SSR should get Paramveer Chakra. And Winnie says SSR also visited the military camps and came with flying colors. Yes. Yeah. So thank you, friends, and good night. We'll see you tomorrow with another session. Good night and Jai Hind.
There.